All right. Hi, everyone. Hello. A very warm welcome to all of you. I hope everyone's doing great, right? And having a good Tuesday here. I'll quickly take a minute here to introduce myself, and then I will just quickly, also tell you about something very interesting that is coming up, and I would ideally want all of you to participate in, right? My name is Riya Bansal, and I'm currently working as a software engineer at Flipkart. And previously, I have worked at many other companies as well, such as Amazon, Coding Blocks, Interview Bit, right? And I have been teaching for quite some time now at the Unacademy platform, right? And today, I think many of you must be preparing for interviews right now. Many of you must be in that process that you want to crack interviews, or you are in the preparation process, probably sitting for placements or trying to get an internship, right? So I think most of you must be in that process, and I think this particular uh, track that I have here, or the topic that I have here, is going to be very relevant for all of you, right? So I want you all to be introduced to the new batch, right? The new interview preparation batch that is going to be starting on 9th, that's going to be start on 9th of February, right? And I wanted to talk to you a little bit more about this batch and what exactly is it going to be about here. So, all of us are definitely going to believe that 2021 is going to be the year where we stop procrastinating and we actually start learning coding, right? So, that is why Unacademy has actually come up with exclusive batches, right? Where they're going to where they're going to be teaching, right? Basically, the process for interview preparation, right? So, this is going to be exclusive batches for all of you who are going to be with us in this entire journey, right? Now, what is going to be a part of this process, right? What are we going to provide to all of you in order to be able to crack interviews at the best product companies out there, right? Just to walk you through all these, I can say, best perks that we can provide you here is, first is the structured learning path, right? So we always want to provide a platform where you can learn as much as possible, right? And you can learn in a very structured manner. So many of you must already be knowing, right, about the different topics that you need to study and the different topics which are relevant for cracking interviews, right? But many of you might not be knowing what is like the entire process, right? What is the first thing that you should start with, and then the next topics that you should study after that, right? So the agenda here with us would be that we will provide you that structured learning process, right, in order to be able to crack interviews. Yes, Devendra, definitely the final year students can apply for internships at tech giants as well. Although it's more preferable to crack interviews, right, to gain placements, because that gives you a little bit more edge over the internships. Now, another thing that is going to be best about this course is this is going to be a one subscription and unlimited access kind of a thing. So you just pay the subscription amount once and you get access to all our batches here as a part of it, right? Now, the second thing that you get here is you get the access to get, you basically are able to actually compete in some competitive program competitions as well, such as ICPC and GoGem. So I believe many of you must be preparing for those competitions as well, which are very renowned and do give you a good insights about the competitive programming world. So we actually help you prepare for those as well. Apart from that, like I said, we give you that entire journey, we give you that entire process, we give you that entire curriculum which helps you exactly to crack top product companies, right? And also, if you are successfully completing the course, you're going to get code chef certification free of cost, right? That is like one of the biggest perks about from here also. And like I said, if you are getting all these perks, you just have to pay a subscription amount that is less than 90 rupees per day, right? So that is what we wanted to have and provide to all of you, right? That you get access to all these things by just paying less than 90 rupees per day. And if you will look at that escalated format, if you look at that long term view here, you will actually realize that it is going to be a lot beneficial, right? Because why? You see here that you prepare every day with us. So let's say if in a week we are giving you 4 classes, right? So you can assume that 8 hours per week you're giving to us, right? uh, you're giving to us, and after that it is our job to get those 8 hours that you are providing to us. It's our job to make sure that you make the best, I can say, advantage, or you make the best out of those 8 hours that we provide to you. And they kind of set the roadmap for the rest of the 30 hours or rest of the 40 hours that you put in your preparations for the interview. So that is what here the idea would be. Then I will also quickly introduce you with some of our best educators who are going to be a part of this. So we have people who are ICPC world finalists. We have people who have who are Code Forces grandmasters. We have people who are currently working in some of the best top product companies, right? So ideally, if you're preparing for interviews, you want to be taught with those people who are currently working in these companies, who have cleared these interviews, right? And who know the entire journey for interview preparation, right? Because that gives you like a first hand experience to be able to know what exactly is going to be happen when you are a part of these batches, right? So that is like one of the best things that I can say about is this course. Now, another thing, right? Another thing that is going to be a part here is that you get live interactive classes, right? The classes are going to be live, so it's not like we're just providing you some recorded videos in order to be able to prepare for the interviews, right? We always and always try to keep the classes as interactive as possible, and that is why we've kept live classes as a part of it, right? We also help you give relevant practice problems, right? So whatever problems or whatever topics that we are studying, we try to provide relevant practice problems for that also, so that you are able to practice, or able to master those topics that we actually study in the class. All right, now moving on with that, like I said, you get doubt support as well. So another perks of being here as a part of it as well, that you get doubt support. So there might be a case that when you are studying a topic, right, you are studying a topic and you are not able to grasp that topic well, or you're probably having some difficulties at a particular point of time, right? And you might want to clarify someone, right? You might want to ask your doubts to someone at that point. So like I said, the best thing about this is going to be that we have an expert panel of teaching assistants. So if you have any doubt, you just go ahead, right, and clarify your doubts with the teaching assistants, who are again the expert in this field, who have been helping out students for a very long time, and they will be helping you through this process as well. Prakhar, Rizwan, Ayush, and Gitanjali. Just give me a minute, right? I just wanted to first tell you about the perks, right? And what exactly do we have here as a part of this course? I will come on to the part of the course structure and the fee structure for this as well, right? So don't worry about that. We will jump on to that also. Now here, I'll just quickly tell you the topic wise batch structure here as well, right? So you can actually see here how we have designed the curriculum. So first week is going to involve the maths and the puzzle problems, right, that are relevant for preparation, right? And then we are going to be talking about the basic and the advanced interview problems, which are important based on the topic of sorting and searching, right? And then moving on with the fifth week, we have topics like two pointers and bit manipulation, right? And then we move on to week 6, where we talk about classic and general problems required, right? And then for week 7 to week 10, right, we have basic data structures here for the topics that we learn. Moving on to week 11 to week 14, so you can see how much effort we have actually put in order to make this whole curriculum so exhaustive. Then we move on to advanced data structures and square root decomposition, right? We talk about string algorithms, and then we move on to week 18, where we talk about game theory and greedy algorithms. Moving on to advanced dynamic programming, right? And then graph algorithms, and then handpicking some previous interview problems. So this is for the week 29. So like I said, this is going to be a 6 months course. So that is why we have designed the curriculum for week 29 till week 29. Just to also tell you about the instructors that we have here, right? So we have Tanuj Khattar. You can see here he's an ACM ICPC world finalist, right? For the year 2017 and 18, right? And he's also currently working at Google right now. He's worked previously at Facebook. And then we have Pulkit, who's again an amazing coder, right? He has amazing rankings on both CodeChef and CodeForces, right? And he's worked at CodeNation before. We have Triveni, who is again qualified for the ICPC 2013 World Finals. And then we have Himanshu, who's again a world finalist for ICPC for the year 2020. And he's currently working at Nutanix. Then we have Sanket, who is currently working as a software engineer at LinkedIn. And then we have Deepak, who is again an ICPC World Finalist for the year 2020. Then we have Nishya again, who is a 7-star coder on CodeChef and an international grandmaster on CodeForces. Right. Moving on from here, then we have the main thing that I think many of you were asking about. Right, so this is, like I said, this is going to be a flexible subscription plan, right? So you can actually just pick up any month subscription amount that you want, and then you can use that. Here at this point, you can use my code Riya Bansal, right? And in order to get flexible discounts further on whatever courses that we have for all of you, right? So like I said, this is going to be an amazing opportunity. I would highly suggest you in order to enroll to this, right? Because like I said, the instructors here are going to help you out with this journey, right? We are ourselves are going to tell you about those tips and tricks, right? Those small things that will actually give you an edge in order to clear interviews. Gitanjali, I think that answers your question. Yes. So this is, I think, going to be a prepaid kind of a subscription plan. So you pay the amount, and as long as you take the subscription, you keep on enjoying the benefits of the courses. Priya, this is basically going to be a batch for interview preparations, right? So currently, if you are preparing for interviews or is in the process of preparing interviews, definitely this is going to be one of the best things that you can come across right now. Like I said, this is going to be a concise track to actually clear product interviews at this point. No, Krish, there's no concept like that. So you cannot just, there's no concept of paying for specific courses. If you pay one subscription amount, you get access to each and every course. If you have guys, if you have any doubts, please feel free to ask. I'll be more than happy to clarify all of them and help you, get to know about this opportunity a little bit better. Anyone else have any doubt? So, like I said, this is going to be an opportunity basically to be able to actually help prepare for interviews. So, we have a new batch that is going to be launched, which is going to be specific for interview preparation, right? And we are going to help you actually be able to fast track your process in order to be able to crack product interviews. So, that is what the whole idea behind actually having these topics here. Prashant, so we don't believe in just sharing the theoretical knowledge, and at the same time, we don't believe in just sharing or discussing interview asked problem as well, right? What I can say and what I can assure you at this point is the agenda would be to help you actually be able to have a good problem solving logic Okay, the idea would be that when you look at a question, you are able to think about that question. You are able to formalize a solution on your own, even if you have not, or even if you've never seen the question before. So that is what our idea will be. So we're not going to focus neither on I can say just the topics, and neither just nor on the problems as well, right? The idea here would be again to have like a good understanding of what we are discussing, and then being able to scale up that knowledge to any question that comes after that. Definitely, definitely, Varikolu. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. This is definitely going to be very beneficial. I have seen multiple students who actually get confused while preparing for interviews. They don't really know what exactly to go for, or they don't really know what exactly is the right path in order to be able to go for interviews. I can say definitely this is going to be helpful, because we ourselves are going to provide you with that track. Okay, we are going to provide you with that curriculum with which you can also go ahead and learn in that process. Yes, Mahesh, so if you're paying 1 month subscription, you are going to be able to get access to all the courses, but that is just going to be for 1 month, not more than that. Ravish, we're talking about the new interview preparation course that we have just launched. Ruchita, I would say the batches that are going to be here are going to be language agnostic. So we are not going to focus on any programming language. It is not going to be C++, Java, or Python. Not any of them, right? We're just going to focus on the problem solving logic. And based on that, you will be able to implement that logic in whichever language you prefer. So language is definitely not going to be a concern here, and neither it should ever be a concern, right? Because our objective always is to be able to help you in a certain way that language is just a syntax after that, and you are able to build up your logic based on that idea. There's a batch link also which has been shared in the chat, right? So please make sure you go through it once as well and ask any clarifying question that you want. Yes, Ruchita, definitely. If even if you are working, it does not matter, right? We are able to help you with that process. And how are we helping through that process is, first, the classes are not going to be clashing with your office timings. So the classes usually happen around 9 o'clock. So that is one perk. Secondly, even if you miss a class, you are able to, just watch a recorded video if you are able to, want to catch up to your fellow batchmates. So that is also another perk you get. Robin, like I said, since the classes are going to be live, so we are going to follow in that particular track as well. So if currently, let's say you are in the second week, so there are only going to be content available for, let's say if we are in the week 2 to 4, so there is going to be only content available for sorting and searching. We won't be able to provide you all the content in just one go. That actually kills the motive of being able to actually, being able in a the benefit of actually being in a batch that actually gets killed if we provide all the content in one go. So we actually do not prefer that. You could also see, I think, the unlock code on the screen, right? Use that code. Are going to get another 10% discount, right? If you're using that code, and also if you're watching the classes that are going to be a part here, you definitely use that. Also, it is going to be able to help you to get access to the classes. Anyone else wants to ask anything? Anything that you might want to clarify? I'm here for another few minutes. Okay, I'll be happy to take up any doubts that you have, and then give you like a better idea about this new batches that we have here. I would definitely say my idea here again is the more days you actually leave your preparation process. ठीक है, ऐसा होता है. We always think यार देखते हैं, we'll think about next week या next month देखते हैं कि we'll be able to do this or not, or we'll be able to be a part of the batches or not. I would say the more you delay, right? The more you delay, you're actually are wasting all those days as well. So like I said, when we are here to help in this batches, right, we actually help you solve at least 4 to 5 problems per day. So think of the loss in such a way that with each passing day you're actually letting go of 5 questions. So if you do not enroll, or let's say if you do not, or if you keep thinking for at least a week, you're actually missing on to 7 into 35, that is 35, 7 into 5, that is 35 questions. So you can then scale up to the very fact how much loss you're going to incur, right, with each passing day that you don't enroll in the batches. Yes, definitely. Okay, I would definitely say that if you are going to be a part of these batches, we would help you out from those very basic topics to advanced level topics, right? So our idea again is the fact that to be able to make you confident, to be able to make you feel confident in these topics and help you with that process, that you are able to very well talk your thoughts, okay, or present your thoughts in the interviews, because we know how rigorous and how hard or an intimidating the interview process could be, right? You need to be quick on your feet, you need to be very fast, you need to be able to come up with the solutions also, and that too with the most efficient solutions, right? So we ideally want to be confident in that problem solving aspect, in that building logic aspect, in order to be able to crack interviews. So definitely we are going to help you with that process as well. And we are here for that, lemon grab, don't worry. We are able to help you in that dynamic programming process. I know it can be like intimidating for many of you in order, and facing difficulties in dynamic programming as a concept. So we are going to have specific classes also there for that. If you would have seen the curriculum, we have actually put in all those topics as well in order to be able to help you. So we have like advanced dynamic programming questions in order to be able to think about or develop that thinking process in order to be cracking interviews. So don't worry about that. We will be helping you with that. Yes, Ravish, we will share the course link. I think it was shared in the chat, right? It was shared in the chat. I'll quickly get it shared again in the chat. Yes, Varikolu, definitely. I can assure you that you will be able to come up with that fear, right? You will be come up with that fear that you are just looking at the question and you're not able to solve it. So we will definitely help you in that process and help you overcome that process of not being able to have a good problem solving aspect. So please do not worry about that. Okay, Robin, I'll just quickly check that. Yes, Nidhi, you will have to pay a flexible subscription amount, and based on that, you will be getting access to the course. Yes, Muskan, like I said, the more you delay, the more I can say the loss you put to your learning process. Even if you are in second year, that is definitely a right time to start, because this is the time you might want to have that good foundational knowledge in order to be able to build that logic for high level questions. So definitely you would want that. Nidhi, you must be able to see the subscription amount on your screen, and based on that, you can take the amount. Yes, Divakar, the batch is going to be in pure English language, so do not worry about that. We are going to keep it language agnostic and something that is comfortable for you. For enrolling Varikolu, I did share like a link again in the chat. Please go through that once and you will be able to get access. In the description also, you might be having a link. So please make use of that as well. Okay, let me check that. Robin, the link works for me. Right. Probably check like an issue on your end. I think the link is working fine on my end. No, Sahil, if you actually take the subscription, you will have to enroll for the like you will be getting access to all the courses. There's not such a case where you just get access to one course. It's like an access to it's like one subscription and access to each and every course at this point. All right, guys. I hope you got like a little bit idea today about the new thing that Unacademy has actually come up with. You were able to actually see what we have introduced for all of you, and definitely many of you will enroll for the batches that we have starting up. Right? Do not miss out on this great opportunity. Many people have already enrolled for this batches. They have started taking the classes. They are solving problems each day. They are attending the classes. So you also do not want to miss out on this opportunity. Trust me, you do not want to regret later that probably I should have taken the subscription some time ago in order to get the most benefit. Do not regret. Okay, the last thing that you want to regret is that 6 months down the lane you're thinking that probably I should have taken the course in order to be able to get the most benefits, right? Never go into that phase. It's going to be a very bad feeling for all of you, and that is why I would highly urge you to enroll now as it is. All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. I'll take your. I'll have to say goodbye to all of you now, right? And hopefully, I'll see many of you joining in the batches. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.